Okay, here is a short tutorial on transversal line and interior, exterior, consecutive, and alternate, okay? So first of all, um, in order to study transversals, you need to know what parallel lines are. And as I said before, parallel lines, okay, are two lines that will never meet, no matter how long they go on both ways, okay? And the symbol for parallel lines are those like tiny arrows over here, okay? So that signifies that these are parallel lines, okay? Now, what is a transversal line? A transversal line is a line that intersects, okay, or passes through two or more parallel lines. So this red line, I will call the transversal line. Okay? And that's because it intersects these two parallel lines. And whenever lines intersect, they make what we call angles. Okay? So let me just pull this down a little bit. Okay? Now, there are areas in the transversal scape. Now, if the angles are on the same side of the transversal line, okay? So when we are talking about location in relation to the transversal line, we are talking about, okay, consecutive angles and alternate angles, okay? Now, consecutive angles are angles that are on the same side of the transversal line. Let's call transversal line TL. So if the angles are on the same side, okay, for example, over there, okay, over here, both angles are on the left side of the transversal, okay? They're both on the left side, and therefore they are on the same side. And therefore, these two angles are examples of consecutive, okay? Consecutive angles, because they're on the same side, okay? If they are on this side, if both of them are on this side, let's say both angles are on this side, then they are also consecutive because they are on the same side of the transversal, okay? So every time we talk about consecutive or alternate, immediately look for the transversal line, okay? So now, let me make another set of parallel lines. Okay, those are parallel lines, and there's the sign. And let me make another transversal. Okay. Now, let's talk about alternate. Alternate means they are on opposite sides of the transversal. Okay, look at the transversal. So, this angle and this angle are alternate angles because they are on opposite sides. Okay, opposite sides of the transversal line. Okay, one is on the left, the other one is on the right. So remember, whenever we talk about consecutive or alternate, you need to look at the transversal line. Okay, now let's go and let me just make this a little bit smaller so we have space for the other one. Now, there is another set of lines that we are going to look at, okay? So let me draw another set of, parallel lines. And there's the sign for parallel. And again, a transversal, okay? Now, in this case, we are now looking at another type of line. Okay, angle, okay? We are now going to look at interior and exterior angles. And this time, we are looking at the looking at the parallel lines, okay? So when we're looking for consecutive and alternate, we are looking at the transversal. But if we're talking about interior, exterior, look at the parallel lines, okay? So what this means, if it's interior, that means the angles are inside the parallel lines, okay? Inside or in between the parallel lines, okay? So let's call parallel lines PL. And the exterior ones, okay, exterior angles are outside the parallel lines. So that's it, okay? When we're talking about consecutive, again, alternate, look at the transversal line. When we're talking about interior or exterior, you look at the parallel line, okay? So hope this short tutorial helps you. Okay, bye-bye.